everyone, and welcome to this round of EdTalks. If you're looking to study bachelor's degree in Canada, we've got Graeme Barnes with us. He's Manager International Recruitment and Partnerships from the University of Waterloo. Hi, Graeme.
Hi there. It's very nice to be here.
Okay, Graeme. Firstly, why should an international student want to study a bachelor's degree in Canada?
Well, I think the great thing about Canada is that there's such a quality to the education. So across many universities, you're going to find really high quality programs in all areas of study. And so students can really count on that floor, that threshold for a great degree, really no matter where they go. Obviously, I hope that it's the University of Waterloo in that way. Further, a lot of university programs are very much eligible for the postgraduate work permit, the PGWP in Canada. So as you finish your bachelor's studies, if you'd like to stay and work for a further up to 3 years, that's of great value as well. And then from my view, one of the big benefits of a Canadian degree is the diversity of thought and diversity of people there, as we're very lucky to have number of students from all over the world, and so you're really going to get a great diversity of community and thought as you complete your studies, which I think can only benefit you in your career and your personal life as well.
And I think the scholarships that you offer also are a great financial help for students. It's very, very affordable, isn't it?
Certainly. Yeah, the scholarships, of course, are on everyone's mind in that way. And at the University of Waterloo, we're no different. We actually recently introduced a guaranteed $10,000 scholarship for all these students that are, international. And we just see it as a way for us to commit to try to make university more affordable.
Graeme, Waterloo is a U15 university. Tell us about what are the research benefits that an undergrad student can get at the University of Waterloo?
Absolutely. It's a great question. And I'm aware that the U15 category is maybe a little bit less known than, some other categories. So for those watching, that might be comparable to a Russell Group University or a Tier 1 research university in the US, just to give you an idea. But when it comes to the University of Waterloo, we're really proud of the diversity of research opportunities that exist. So what that looks like would be a number of thesis and capstone projects while you're still in your undergraduate studies, really culminating your degree into a research-focused work, which can help prepare you for graduate studies or really allow you to position yourself as an expert for your future career as you complete your studies and go into the workforce. Further to that, there are some really interesting institutes and labs at the University of Waterloo. I really encourage you to find the full list online because I can't possibly take all our time right now. But really interesting examples would be our gambling lab within our Faculty of Arts and Psychology and our Artificial Intelligence Institute within our Faculty of Mathematics, just to name a few, but the list goes on and on.
Okay, so University of Waterloo is best known for its co-op programs. Right. So how does that benefit undergrad students? And is there any focus on entrepreneurship as well?
Certainly. I love that you brought it up. So with Waterloo, we're particularly proud of our co-op because I think really co-op is a more common term now. Lots of universities do, of course, offer cooperative education, integrating working experience within our relevant fields related to your academic studies. But at the University of Waterloo, we're really proud to be truly one of the largest in the world with over 8,000 different employers, primarily in North America, but also in the Middle East and South Asia and East Asia and so on. And so that really allows students to not only get relevant work experience, but we all like money. It's beneficial, and at the university, you actually have the chance to earn between 60 to well over 100,000 Canadian dollars while you're still a student at the University of Waterloo. So I know we spoke about scholarships before. This is somewhat of a working scholarship. It's a great way to help fund studies. And so when it comes to that experience, it's so valuable for students to not only learn what they like, but also arguably valuable what they don't like about their field. So then when they graduate, you are prepared with what comes next.
Perfect. So you spoke about 8,000 industry connections. So what kind of industry connections are these and how do they benefit our students?
Yes. So with the University of Waterloo's connections, they span all of our different programs really that are at the university. So if you're a student that's interested in sciences and healthcare, then you might be able to work for one of the top hospitals in Ontario on a 4-month work term. So an example would be a student that it would be working on an oncology floor related to cancer patients, and we've had students that have then published research going back to the research piece based off of their co-op opportunities. And this idea continues for really every area of studies. So for those interested in, tech and engineering, really any large, tech or STEM based firm or organization in North America that you can think of right now, we likely have a working relationship with. And this is true for, again, all areas, whether that's, government work, municipal, provincial, federal, and so on. And then going back to that entrepreneurship piece earlier, Waterloo does have a really big and proud community of entrepreneurs. I like to highlight that we are number one in Canada when it comes to unicorns. And in the business world, of course, that's a startup business that's valued at over 1 billion USD. And, we love being the best for unicorns. But beyond that, as a student, if you're interested in taking your idea and making it into something bigger, we really stand out as well because of our 100% intellectual property policy, meaning that anything you create will always be owned entirely by you. And that's not always true at other universities. And so as your property and your IP grows, and so does the valuation, and that will always be only ever yours.
That's amazing. So I'm curious about your graduate placement rate.
Certainly. And I think, right now more than ever, everyone is thinking about, my future and, how will this degree benefit me? And at the University of Waterloo, we're really proud to sit at a 94% employment rate within 6 months of graduation in a field relevant to the skills developed of that degree. And so I think that really stands out because number one, it doesn't simply relate to any job that exists, anywhere. It's specifically a job related to your studies and your interests. And of course, the employment piece is so important now more than ever. And the University of Waterloo is really one of the best in Canada when it comes to getting you from where you are to where you want to be in the future.
So from world-class research to unmatched co-op opportunities, I think University of Waterloo is built to launch global careers, right? And so you're aiming for impact, innovation, and global success. Let's connect. And thank you so much, Grab, for giving us our inputs. And stay tuned for more. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.